Yes, that is working. I was confused then for a minute. Right, good morning, everybody. Friday, so let's get cracking with, you know it, spelling test. Okay, so we'll do spelling test, quick bit of division, dog's going mad outside, and just check that you know what you're doing with your discovery of the world. Okay, it was lovely seeing pretty much all of us together yesterday for our growing investigations meeting. Gosh, that was a lot of people in one place at the same time, wasn't it? But it was fine, so that's all good. Hope you are checking on your beans and seeing if you need to do anything with them this morning. Okay, have a little look, keep them damp unless you are doing something different. Right, okay, Unit 32, you should be ready even on your spelling test page. So, pause when you need to, and off we go. Number 1, surprise. Surprise. Number 2, already. Already. Number 3, license. License. Number 4, attack. Attack. Number 5, nephew. Nephew. Number 6, minute. Minute. Number 7, answer. Answer. Number 8, amount. Amount. Number 9, piece, like a piece of cake. Number 10, potato. Potato. Number 11, lovely. Lovely. And number 12, sense. Sense. Number 13, enough. Enough. Number 14, guest. Guest. So that's somebody that's invited, is a guest. Number 15, double. Double. And last one, number 16, biscuit. Biscuit. So, I'm sure you're going to do very well with those. Some people have been sending me their practice work. I can see they've been doing very, very well. So please let me know how you get on. Not everybody is letting me know how they get on. Please do. Great. Okay. Maths for today. Obviously, pause whenever you need to pause. You've got more practice with division with remainders. Okay, so you should find you've got a sheet. It's not an Intermath page. It's a sheet with more practice of division, possibly, probably, with remainders. So we'll have a look at a few of those together. Just check we're cool with those. Okay, so one of the ones that you've got on there, if I remember rightly, is 26 divided by 5. Okay, so we're not going to draw unless you have to. If you have to, that's fine at home, but I'm not going to draw any little diagrams this time. I'm going to use one of my times tables to see how many groups of 5 I've got in 26, how many complete groups of 5, and if I've got anything left over. Okay, so what times table am I going to use to help me? Yep, my 5 times table. Okay, so I'm going to use my 5 times table, groups of 5, to get either to 26 or to the closest group of 5 under 26. Okay, but I'm not going to go past it. So off we go. 1 times 5 is 5, 2 5s are 10, 3 5s are 15, 4 5s are 20, 5 5s 25. I'm going to stop there. I'm stopping at 25. 5 groups. Okay, because 26 can't go any further. Oops, I was going to write 25 then. What a sausage. It was 5 groups of 25. It was 5 groups of 5 that got me up to 25, okay? So I've used up 25 of my 26. So how much have I got left over? Just one little piece. Okay, so remember, we need to use that R for the remainder sign, remainder 1. Okay? Gosh, let's do another one of those without me getting in a pickle again. 30 divided by 4 appears to be another one that you've got. Okay, 30 divided by 4. Okay, so, yeah, warning, it's not going to work exactly. There is going to be a remainder with this one. Okay, I know there's going to be a remainder because 30 is not in my 4 times table as an answer. Okay, I know that, so it's going to be a certain amount of groups of 4 and a remainder. Okay, just like 26 isn't an answer in the 5 times table, so I know there's going to be some remainder going on. Okay, right, so back to this one. 4 times table, groups of 4 to as close as I can get to 30 underneath it. Okay, so off I go. 1, 4 is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, that's too far. Okay, so I got as far as 28, yeah? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. Okay, so that was 7 groups of 4. 7, that's running out, isn't it? Can you see that? Yeah, just about. 7 groups of 4 got me as far as 28. So what's the difference between 28 and 30? Difference of 2. So that's going to be my remainder, isn't it? Okay, 7, remainder 2. And I can check back as well. Okay, 7 groups of 4 use up 28, don't they? 7 times 4 is 28. Add my remainder, that takes me from 28 up to 30. Okay, right, let's do another one. I wonder if we can take any shortcuts here. Instead of keep counting through our tables, I wonder if we can just go straight up. Gosh, this is bumpy with the wall underneath. 103 divided by 10. Right, I'm just going to put my thinking cap on here. Boop, on it goes. I don't need to go all the way up in tens to see how close I can get. 103, that's really close to 100, isn't it? Yeah, 100 divided by 10. I know that's 10, okay? There's only 3 more than that. So I'm just going to go straight there. 10. Because 10 groups of 10 are 100. You can do that. I'm sure you can, because you're hot on your 10 times tables. Okay, we didn't need to prove it and go all the way up. We just know. 10 groups of 10 give me 100. I actually had an extra 3 here, didn't I? 103. That's going to be my remainder. There we go. Okay, I reckon we could probably by now getting pretty good at that. Right, we'll make up one more to do together. It's not off the sheet. Shout me out a 2-digit number. 43, thank you. Okay, who was that? Didn't recognise that voice. 43, and what should we divide it by? Somebody's saying 7. Okay, that's hard. Fancy choosing 7. Well, other people are saying, I'm really good at my 7 times table, so that's good. Okay, so either we know our 7 times tables so well that some of you are already thinking, I know how many groups of 7 are very close to 43. Some of you are already telling me that you know how many groups of 7 there are in 42. Okay, and that would be the first part of your answer. For those of us that are not too sure of that, we'll just count them through and check. But well done, those people who already know how many groups of 7 make 42, which is just underneath 43. Let's check. 1 7 is 7, 2 7s are 14, 3 7s are 21, 4 7s are 28, 5 7s are 35, and 6 7s. 6 groups of 7s get us to 42. Yeah, if it were 42 divided by 7, it would be 6. But it's not 42, it's 43. So we've got that one extra number knocking about, so it's remainder 1. Okay, good. Remember, you can play this over as many times as you need to remind yourself how to do it. Okay, and there are shortcuts. The quicker you know your tables, you can get straight to the answers. Okay, and if you're not too sure, just count them through. Okay, and if you really have to, you can draw yourselves out diagrams and symbols to help yourself get to the answer. Okay, right, so you've got that to do today. Please send me what you've done. And for your discovery of the world, in preparation for next week when we're really looking more deeply at the function of the flower in a plant, for today's work, I've asked you to see if you're allowed to go and have a really close look at 3 different flowers. Maybe you know their names, maybe you don't. Get permission first, because it might mean that you've got to wander around in the garden, or you might even get permission to go out onto the path with a mask on or something and have a look. Okay, it depends. Maybe they're flowers that you have in your house already. Okay. Preferably don't pick them, because that would be a shame, but if you're allowed to and that helps, fair enough. But I want you to really look closely at the shape of the flower, the shape of the petal. So preferably a flower that's opened up, okay, not one that's still in bud, but a flower that's opened up so you can see the shapes of the petals and look really closely inside. It might be that you use a magnifying glass, okay, if you've got one at home, possibly, to look even more closely, and then draw what you see. It'll be slightly different depending on the flower that you look inside. That's why I've asked you to look at 3 different ones, to see that they're not all the same inside the flower, but that you should certainly spot some similarities. It also depends on how young the flower is. Okay, how long it's been in bloom, how well developed it is inside as to what you see. And then next week, we're going to study in much more depth what the different parts of the inside of the flower are for and how they work. I'm really looking forward to that. I find it really interesting. So you get a head start by having a good look inside flowers and notice what's in them. Okay? Watch out for bees and wasps. Okay, don't want anything flying out at you, stinging you on the nose as you stick your head in to have a little look. Okay, right, take care, have a lovely weekend. L1 English children, I'll see you at 12:30 for our Friday meeting. Okay, everybody else, I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.